Hey, what's going on, YouTube? What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? That's my Nicki Minaj blink. I did that just for you all, YouTube. Wait, how does Flawless Glow? How does Flaw? I woke up like this. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about love compatibility. And this is talking about Gemini, me, hi. Hi, I'm Gemini. I and Leo. Leo, my first love. Who, yes, he is. And I'm going to tell you all about Gemini and Leo from a romantic standpoint, me and the dude. So I'm going to read it and then I'm going to tell you all about us. Okay. I'm going to read a paragraph and then tell you all about it. Okay. When Gemini and Leo come together in a love affair, their relationship is playful and high-spirited, characterized by light activity and optimism. Gemini thrives on mental stimulation and is therefore very attracted to Leo's creative, dramatic spirit. There can be trouble between these two. However, if Leo takes Gemini, wait, there can be trouble between these two, however, if Leo takes Gemini's flirty, outgoing nature too seriously, or if Gemini thinks Leo wants to maintain total control of the relationship, arguments may break out. Their approaches are different. Gemini likes to analyze things from all sides in an intellectual conversation, while Leo would rather not talk about it and just jump right in. Nevertheless, they are well matched. We were well matched. It's so true. And it's interesting how they say, I don't think that control thing was an issue with us, but I will say for myself as a Gemini, I do, and I constantly talk about that, and it's interesting. I do try to analyze things from all sides. I try to see everybody's side on things. I always try to look at things from all different angles, and that's sort of how I am. I don't remember him particularly being too direct, like, this is the way it is and this is the only way it's going to be. Because I know that they say that Leos are like that or whatever. But I, I don't know, but maybe it's because my Gemini side was able to see things from so many different perspectives because we're so awesome. Yes, we are. Thanks. Because of that, maybe his rigid one side view, I would always be like, maybe I'd always be like, I understand what you're saying. I just see it other ways, and I think that we would have those conversations. Anyway, he was my first love. He was the first time. Anyway, whatever. I was 24. He was 28. He was so gorgeous. He's tall and thick. Anyway, Leo is ruled by the sun, self, and Gemini by the planet Mercury, communication. Oh, that's right. Both of these signs are skilled at communication as their planetary influences are similar. They just have different approaches to self expression. They may also have heated debates, but while Gemini finds them fun and mentally stimulating, Leo takes it quite seriously and can get their feelings hurt. I found this to be so interesting. That would be us. Like, I'm the type of person I can enjoy a good debate to see discussing people's opinion as long as it's not an argument over like stupid stuff. Like my very first boyfriend, we argued in the middle of Marshalls. We were going to the beach and we got into a huge argument about what sandals I'm going to wear, what sandals I'm going to buy from Marshalls. He was like, you should get these sandals. And I was like, but I don't want these sandals. He's like, well, if you get those sandals, it's such and such a thing, and blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't want those sandals because such and such thing, and blah, 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 blah. And we got so loud that he ended up eventually being like, Aaron, people are staring at us. And I remember, like, I was so embarrassed. But anyway, so But I wouldn't think that we would argue about stupid stuff. I would think that we would have good, intelligent debates, discussions. But I remember after we broke up, his roommate was like, "Yeah, I remember the two of you used to be just arguing like constantly about stuff, or are not constantly, but he's like, when you all would argue, it would just be like some real serious stuff." And in my mind, when I would review my relationship with him, none of that would register with me. I would always be like, in my mind, he was always like the best relationship, like, period. So I never, I don't know, I never interpreted our interactions, even our disagreements, as negative. But I think he perhaps might have it. But anyway, Gemini is an air sign. And Leo is a fire sign. Air fuels fire and helps it to spread far and wide. Gemini has an easy time keeping up with Leo's energy and creativity. Leo tends to be dramatic and demonstrative and brainy. Gemini always understands Leo's message. Sure do. The best thing is Leo can have an energetic, active day and then come home at night and tell Gemini all about it. In order for me to consider us as having a good relationship, we have to talk about our days and what went on with us throughout that day. We both had like good energy, and we would just do a lot of really like cool stuff together, you know, like he would be up for like, I remember at the time we lived in Baltimore, and Frederick is a small city outside of Baltimore. And I remember just being like, you know what, let's drive to Frederick, you know? And Frederick is like an hour outside of Baltimore. And Frederick is a smaller city, but you know, it was just like just just for fun, you know, just to walk around downtown Frederick and do stuff to each other in bed in a different city in a motel. I'm kidding. No, but we we just did it. You know, we drove to Frederick together, and I remember that he was so romantic. He drove my car, and we held hands the whole way. And oh, just even talking about it, you all, I'm sorry, I'm just remembering. We held hands the whole way. Like I said, it's like an hour drive, and he drove. And I remember like falling asleep in the passenger side, holding his hand. And when I woke up, I was still holding his hand. Wow. I tell you, that was one of my best relationships right there. And when I woke up holding his hand, I was like, oh my gosh, did I fall asleep holding your hand? And he was like, yeah, it's okay. I mean, my hand is kind of like falling asleep now, but I didn't want to let you go. We had a good friggin' relationship. From my perspective, I I don't know, whatever. Anyway, but Leo. Okay, so Leo is a fixed sign. I should have looked up what that means, but I didn't. And Gemini is a mutable sign. Basically, what they're saying is that Leo can tell me what to do, and I'll be okay with it. And that was kind of true to a degree. Kind of. I know. Sorry. Leo is stubborn and resolute, a great leader, and somewhat rigid when it comes to changing their ideas or direction. When Leo makes up their mind, they'll see something through to the end. Gemini, on the other hand, is flexible to the extreme. They become bored easily and have no problem letting Leo take the lead to a certain extent. That was very true. Anyway, okay. Gemini wants to be the leader of their own thoughts. They are happy to be in the background with their thoughts while Leo takes the spotlight and the glory. That's I'm the type of person who I don't have a problem being in the background and seeing somebody else up front. So that is true to a degree. I don't remember him being particularly hoggy of any so-called spotlight, though. But I know for myself, I don't have a problem being in the background, so to speak. What's the best aspect of the Gemini Leo relationship? Well, it's their youthful, even childlike view of the world. The couple can be a great success due to their optimism and explorative natures. And like I said, with the trip that we took from Baltimore to Frederick, we would do just different things together, just like the type of stuff that you do when you're in a relationship with somebody who you want to be in that relationship with them. Just like we literally got to the point that we were spending every single day together. I would get off from work and I would walk my dog. I know, I'm sorry. I would walk my dog and then I would go to his house and we would spend the night. I know I would spend time with my dog, darn it. My dog loved me and I loved him. I did actually. And I love my girl Dory. I love her. Hey Dory, she's precious. But I would spend like we got to the point that we were like that was just our routine. Every single day we would be together, like except for like the weekends or something. But even then we would actually no, we would spend like all day together on the weekends. Let me tell you all about the time that I first realized I was in love with him. It's such a romantic story, unlike the other stories where with my previous two and a half boyfriends, but only two of them did I exchange the love word with under duress. But with him, I was, I'm sorry, there's some truth to that. But as it relates to my boyfriends before him, I remember it was a Saturday, and we woke up. Well, not we woke up. I woke up before him, and he was on the bed, and the sun was shining through the window just right, and the light hit his face as he could. Oh my gosh, that's right, I remember that. Oh my gosh, he used to suck his thumb, which I thought was like the cutest thing. And he was sucking his thumb like while he slept. And I just remember like the light was just shining on him just right. And I looked at him while he was still asleep, like sucking his thumb. And I was like, I love this man. Like, I genuinely did. And that was the first time that I was actually in love with somebody I was dating. And he loved me too. And like I said, that was so cute. He used to suck his thumb. And he was sucking his thumb while he was sleeping. And I was like, I freaking love this dude. I said frickin'. I said frickin'. I was like, I freaking love this dude. You know? Zach. Wow. We got along really well. And like, I always thought we got along really well. But I guess some people, it might not have seemed that way. I don't know. But I guess it goes back to that thing about, Gemini wanting to be, not having a problem with these intense intellectual debates and seeing things from many different angles, while Leo gets hurt by them and Gemini not necessarily being as sensitive to that. So I apologize. Anyway, I don't know how to end this. I'll end it like I end my Spreakers. Y'all ain't nothing but a party. Anyway. Oh yeah, and subscribe to my Spreaker page. I do stuff there like every single day. Subscribe to this page. I do stuff here like every single one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. Then in that one moment of time, I will be eternity. I think the words are, I will feel eternity. That was pretty cool. I think I'm going to do some more of these too and like tell y'all about my relationships with these different signs. But yeah, that was me and Leo, Gemini and Leo. My first love. Talk to y'all later. Peace. Be blessed.